Welcome back to Tapping into Freedom. I'm Maria LiPuma, and in today's video, I'm going to help you to come back into alignment after you've had a binge. If you are struggling in your relationship to food, weight, and body image, and occasionally fall into a pattern of binging, then this video is for you. Because a binge is often a reaction to feeling overwhelmed and overly stressed. And it feels like the best thing to do is to self-medicate and to try to find a way to feel better. And even though in the moment it might divert your attention or it even enable you to feel better, afterwards, the shame, the guilt, and the remorse only make it worse. So if you find yourself in this pattern of binging, then I encourage you to follow along with me. Many years ago, when I struggled with binge eating, I saw myself in these cycles of binge eating. I would be doing great, and then all of a sudden I would fall into the hole and find myself binging. And the aftermath was probably worse than the binge because I would beat myself up. I'd be angry at myself. I'd want to punish myself. I would put myself on restrictive dieting to sort of make up for the binge. And it was not really helping the pattern. As a matter of fact, it was exacerbating it. It was making it worse because I think on some level, I was using the binging as a way to beat myself up. This deep belief that there's something wrong with me or I'm never going to get this right. So I had to change that pattern. I didn't feel empowered enough to stop the binge before it actually happened. But actually, after the binge, I was able to start to adjust the way I reacted to myself. I started to have more compassion for myself. I started to have more curiosity about why it happened. I eventually made a decision that I was not going to beat myself up after a binge, but I was going to approach it in a different way. Well, as I softened that and I stopped beating myself up and shaming and blaming myself, the need to binge softened. The need to go into that default of binging actually stopped. So I'm going to invite you now to follow along with me. Maybe you've just binged or eaten something that you feel upset about with yourself. Let's start where you're at. The objective is to make peace with where you're at, and then we want to shift your approach to it. Because when we're binging, we start to spiral down with all the negative self-talk. And the more we spiral down, the more we want to do things that are harmful and beat ourselves up continually. Start by tapping on the side of the hand. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Even though I had this binge and I feel all this shame, guilt, and remorse. Today, I honor where I'm at and maybe with some compassion and curiosity. Even though I've done it again and I feel angry and disappointed in myself. Today, I'm choosing to approach this in a different way. Even though, once again, I found myself binging, and it's leaving me with all these feelings of remorse and guilt and shame. Today, I'm choosing to turn it around. And take a deep breath in and let it go. And as we go through the points and I offer some words, if they land for you, go ahead and repeat them. I encourage you to change them if needed. Make this your own. If you need to slow it down or stop and pause, go ahead and do that. Take another deep breath in and let it go. all of these feelings of anger and disappointment and frustration because I binged. All of these feelings of remorse. Today I'm choosing to approach this in a new way. And even though I binged, and sometimes I feel like I'll never get over this, today I'm choosing to approach this in a new way. Beating myself up and shaming and blaming myself has not helped. In fact, it's even made it worse. And even though I've binged, wouldn't it be nice to be kinder to myself about it? Maybe I binged because I was feeling some kind of pain or avoiding some difficult feelings. And inflicting more pain and self-judgment isn't very helpful. So today I'm choosing to be kinder to myself. I don't have to figure out so much why I binged. More importantly, is having some compassion and curiosity for myself. So even though I fell into that pattern once again, today I'm choosing to approach it in a new way. Wouldn't it be nice to be kinder to myself, to release the need to beat myself up? I'm already in pain, physical pain and emotional pain. And inflicting more pain isn't going to help. And even though I've been trying to beat myself into submission, today I'm choosing to take a different approach. And maybe it feels a little scary to be kinder to myself because everything in me wants to blame and shame me. But blaming and shaming is not going to help me heal. Wouldn't it be nice if I could be kinder and more compassionate with myself? Wouldn't it be nice to soothe myself with kind words? Wouldn't it be nice to have compassion for myself? Breathing in and letting go. I can break this pattern here. I don't have to continue binging. And maybe even with kindness and compassion, I can look at the thoughts that led me here. Maybe I've been restricting too much. Or maybe I haven't been taking care of my emotional needs. And so the acting out in the binge was just a symptom of something else. And regardless of what led me to that binge, right now in this moment, I can shift my energy. I can have compassion for myself. I can be curious about what was really going on and what was driving it. And I can learn to be more loving and accepting of myself, no matter what. Take a breath in and let it go. Wouldn't it be nice to be kinder to myself? Wouldn't it be nice to hold a safe, sacred place for myself, especially when I've acted out, especially when I'm looking for ways to medicate and avoid pain? Wouldn't it be nice to learn how to truly love and nurture myself, no matter how I'm showing up, especially when I'm having difficulties and challenges? Today, I'm choosing to take a new approach to this. Today, I'm choosing to nourish myself with love and compassion. Today, I'm choosing to take better care of myself, body, mind, and spirit. Today, I'm choosing to break the cycle of pain and guilt and shame. And I look forward to getting beyond this. I look forward to having a healthier relationship with food and weight and my body. I look forward to being at peace with myself. I look forward to getting beyond these patterns that no longer help me with love and compassion. And tapping and breathing, ease and flow, release and let go. Ease and flow, release and let go. Ease and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. Bring your hands to your heart and take a breath in and let it go. Notice how you're feeling in your body. You might want to continue tapping until you feel more at ease in your body. Breaking the pattern, breaking the cycle, shifting into more self-love and self-care is what is necessary to change this pattern. There's nothing wrong with you. This has just been a pattern that at one point may have served you, and it's no longer serving you. If you want to go deeper, I encourage you to learn more about my 8-week program, Coming Home to Your Body. It's beginning this September. There'll be details in the description below. If you want some personal help, you can always book a private consultation with me. Your health and your happiness matter. And as always, take good care of yourself. Bye now.